Get ready to face the challenging reality of starting a trucking business in a slow market. At the first, it may seem stressful with today's rates, but don't worry, even in tough times, there are upsides. For those who are willing to work hard, a slow market offers outstanding opportunities. And if you are watching this lesson, I'm pretty sure you are ready to do your best no matter if it's slow or not. In this lesson, we'll explore the timeline for earning your first income, identify common expenses you will run up in the meantime, and discuss practical steps to effectively manage your cash flow. Finally, we'll highlight the do's and don'ts to avoid the financial roadblocks along the way. Making smart decisions and saving money on unusual expenses will have a tangible impact on your business profitability. With potential savings of up to $1,000 or more per week, you can reinvest those funds into your business, expand your fleet, or simply build a financial cushion for the future. In a slow-moving market, trucking companies face unique challenges. When a demand slows, the number of loads decreases and freight rates drop. This can make it more difficult to secure profitable contracts. On top of that, with increased competition, companies feel the need to come up with creative solutions to distinguish themselves and stand out from the crowd. In this unit, we will discuss and compare the key characteristics of the slow market and the normal market so you can identify the opportunities to be successful even when the market is not doing well. A slow market happens when there is not much demand for freight, resulting in more carriers competing for limited business. This increased competition leads in a lower rates as shippers have more options and can negotiate for better prices. So why does a slow market occur? It usually happens when a bunch of new carriers jump into the industry all at once, flooding the market with more supply than there is demand. So it's like everyone showing up to the party, but there are not enough snacks to go around. Another factor that can contribute to a slow market is inflation. Inflation can be a real headache for the trucking industry. When prices skyrocket, many businesses reduce their production or even shut down altogether. This means there is less cargo to transport, leading to a decrease in demand for the trucking services. And with fewer loads to go around, competition among carriers becomes even more severe. Now, let's explore the possible ways that businesses can enter the market during slower times or various market conditions. There are three primary pathways for the companies to enter the slow market. The first one is the owner-operator. This category can be further divided into subgroups. The owner-operator with a personal truck, those are the individuals who own their own truck and operate it as an independent owner-operator. Owner-operators with financed trucks. These are the individuals who own a truck purchased on credit and make monthly installments for it. And we have the owner-operators with a personal truck, but with a company driver as well. These are the individuals who own their own vehicle, but employ a company driver to operate the vehicle and compensate them with a salary. CDL holders. This category can be divided into the following subgroups. Transitioning from a company driver to an owner-operator. These are the drivers who aspire to become owner-operators, considering either leasing a truck or purchasing one on credit. Then we have the truck renters who have settled their down payment a while back, entering the market solely based on their weekly rental fees. CDL holders aspiring to lease a truck equipped with the financial means to cover the initial down payment upon establishing their enterprise. Experienced CDL drivers seeking to secure a truck through financing, possessing ample funds to make an outright purchase or facilitate a down payment. And we have individuals without experience or no CDL. This category also has three subgroups. We have those with the financial resources but no industry knowledge, individuals with the necessary funds but lack expertise in the trucking field. We have an owner with or without a CDL who intends to collaborate with other owner-operator drivers, facilitating their operation by extending the use of DMC authority. An owner with or without a CDL who intends to collaborate with other owner-operator drivers, facilitating their operation by extending the use of his MC authority. Those without sufficient funds. Individuals who aspire to work in the trucking industry but currently lack the capital required for the investment. It's important to recognize that those who already own their own trucks or have made a significant initial payments from their own savings rather than borrowed money enjoy certain advantages. However, this doesn't mean that starting with a solid strategy won't yield income. It certainly can, even in the first month. In general, it's important to realize that entering the market will always involve some form of financial commitment. This could be in the form of a down payment or insurance or rent, or even purchasing a truck. Additionally, establishing a company and meeting FMCSA requirements necessitates investments up to $10,000 to cover various fees and expenses required to full operational compliance. The optimal approach for market entry involves possessing a commercial driving license, particularly one with a well-established track record and clean history. The ownership of the CDL significantly influences the insurance quotation process. When the owner holds the CDL and seeks an insurance quote, it can potentially result in a lower costs compared to insuring the driver without the owner's CDL. We intend to develop a comprehensive set of lessons that delve deeper into the specifics of entering the market. These lessons will provide detailed guidance tailored to your present financial standing and overall situation. I have talked a lot about how slow the market has been, but now I want to share some info that many may already know, or it may be new for some truckers. When the market is slow, you can get equipment, especially used, for really good prices. This is because a lot of companies went out of the business, so not as many people are buying trucks. That's good news for those who are still in the business or for those who want to get into the business. Some companies have been able to buy used trucks that are in really good shape. They've driven up to 400,000 miles for as little as $50,000. And if you cannot afford that all at once, you can get financing and pay about $1,500 every month. With expenses like this, you can handle any kind of market situation. The affordable labor market offers owners possibilities in a slow market. A large number of drivers want employment in this industry, and they may accept lower per mile commissions or percentage of earnings. This dynamic allows you to take advantage of the circumstance. When you're ready to dive into the trucking business, make sure you do it debt-free and you use a good strategy of entry. Trust me, it will make a world of difference. Look, every business faces challenges and sometimes things don't go as planned. But the key is to recognize that when you're headed down the wrong path, it's time to take action to turn the things around. We'll equip you with the knowledge and insights to identify those missteps and implement strategies that can get your company back on track. There are several critical points to keep in mind when establishing a trucking company in a slow market. First, entering the market without any additional debts is highly advantageous. Trucking involves numerous expenses and unexpected challenges, so starting with a clean slate allows you to navigate these obstacles more effectively. You need to have some initial funds set aside at least for the beginning, otherwise you might reach a point where you have to stop because you don't have enough money to keep going, and all the money you've already put in will go to waste. It's essential to understand that not all the brokers will be willing to work with you, because you will be too new for them, so it's crucial to identify and establish relationships with reliable brokers and be patient. I'll include a list of brokers for this lesson. These brokers can provide loads to companies that have recently started their MC. When you're looking for loads on the load board, you'll already have an idea of who you can work with to arrange things. As a strategy, you can proactively identify and establish relationships with the brokers you intend to collaborate with. By doing so in advance, when the booking phase arrives, you will be already integrated into their system and approved, ultimately streamlining the process and conserving valuable time. Let's move to the next element of this lesson. Starting a trucking company can be an exciting venture, but it's important to understand the financial commitment involved. From buying or leasing a truck to obtaining insurance and permits, there are several startup costs to consider. In this unit, we'll examine the major expenses you should be aware of when starting your own trucking company. Before your trucking company can hit the road, there are a few important things you need to take care of to make sure you're starting off in the right foot, legally speaking. First, let's talk about formation company costs involved. Permits and licenses, you can't operate without them. So be prepared to invest in getting your LLC, MCO authority, BOC3, UCR registration, IFTA permits, 22(9) if you own your own vehicle unit, IRP truck stickers. Trust me, it's much better to follow the rules than face the consequences. You don't want the law breathing down your neck. A good safety manager or any other service provider can prepare everything for you, but be ready to pay for that as well. You'll need to budget for down payments, lease payments, or financing if you buy or lease a truck. And don't even think about driving without proper insurance coverage. You'll need liability, cargo, and physical damage insurance to protect your business and comply to the law. Once you've taken care of all the legal stuff, it's time to think about tools, safety, equipment, and other essentials for your trucking business. ELD, GPS, toll pass, fuel cards, drug and alcohol consumption, load boards. Now that your trucking company is up and running and hopefully legal, let's talk about operational expenses. Just to mention an important thing, expenses never stop. You'll need to budget for the fuel, maintenance, repairs, tolls, parking, communications, and technology. You'll also have the bookkeeping and accounting costs to manage your financial records and taxes. Don't forget about the safety inspections, compliance, and audits. We will not discuss about the salaries because as a beginner, you might be the only driver in your company, or there will be some trucks which will operate under your MC. Running a trucking business involves a lot of expenses, but the goal is to make more money so these costs won't keep you up at night. In this lesson, we've got a handy list of approximate costs for your trucking company. These numbers are based on the experience of our clients and the operational expenses that you'll likely encounter while running your business. Alright, let's break down the expenses for your trucking company step by step so you can be fully aware of what to expect and plan accordingly. Before you even hit the road, there are some initial expenses you'll need to cover to legally establish your trucking company. These may include business registration fees, obtaining necessary permits and licenses, and setting up your company structure. Let's say these costs add up to $5,000. Starting a trucking business requires a reserve of money to handle any unexpected expenses or slow periods. It's always wise to have a safety net. Let's set aside $10,000 as your reserve fund. Build it up only if you can, otherwise just try to cut out unnecessary expenses. Once your trucking company is up and running, you'll have fixed costs that stay constant regardless of your business volume. These costs include insurance, permits, and leasing if applicable. Let's say your fixed costs are $5,000 per month. Variable costs fluctuate depending on your business's activity level. These expenses include fuel, maintenance, repairs, tires, tolls, parking fees, and driver wages. Let's assume that variable costs amount to 1.3 per mile on average. Now, let's put all together in a monthly expenses calculation. Company formation cost, $5,000, one-time expense except some annual payments. Reserve fund, $10,000, to start with only if it's needed. Fixed cost, $5,000 per month. Variable costs 1.3 per mile on average, so you can expect to spend around $5,000 per month and additional 1.3 per mile to keep your trucking company running smoothly. This amount may vary depending on the factors like fuel prices and number of loads you haul and other market conditions. Getting started in the trucking business means considering some initial expenses that budding entrepreneurs should keep in mind. By getting an understanding of the primary costs associated with purchasing or leasing a truck, securing insurance, obtaining permits and licenses, and investing in essential equipment and supplies, you'll be able to effectively budget and strategize for a successful startup. It's important to do the research comparing to prices and available options and seek professional advice when necessary. With thoughtful planning and a solid financial foundation, you can start your trucking career with confidence. Knowing your average expenses can help you set a goal for how much you need to earn to cover your expenses. Owning a trucking company definitely has its challenges, and one of the biggest concerns is generating a steady income, especially when the market is slow. During these tough times, it's important to take a proactive approach and make informed decisions to ensure the financial well-being and long-term success of your business. In this unit, we'll look at some important factors that can affect your income as a trucking company owner and provide you valuable insight into when you can reasonably expect stability in a sluggish market. When it comes to expecting a stable income for your trucking business, there are good news and some important considerations. First of all, it is possible to have a steady income from the first month, but it's important to know how to work smart with reliable partners. Building relationships with trustworthy brokers and securing profitable contracts right from the start can give your income a big boost. But let's not forget the initial investment required to set up your business and down payments on equipment or trucks. These costs are critical to getting your business off the ground, but don't worry, they can be offset over time by the income you earn. This concept is called return on investments, the ROI, and I will explain later how it works. I'm going to introduce some easy-to-use formulas now that can assist you in the calculating of your potential earnings. Here is how it works. The first scenario outlines the formula adjustments for individuals who are leasing or having a loan and need to make a down payment for a specific cost. A down payment is a set of sum paid in full upfront. To optimize this, consider distributing the amount over a minimum of 6 months and deducting the installments from each month earnings. Generally, the recuperation of your investment could extend up to 1 year or even longer. The second option is for those who own their own vehicle, and from the higher expenses there will be a down payment for the insurance when the trucks are added to the company. By adding up these amounts, you'll get a clear picture of the weekly or monthly gross income needed to cover your essential costs. To get a clear picture, let's look at the sample calculation. Investments. Company formation costs $5,000 one-time payment. Down payments for the trucks $20,000 one-time expense. Total investments are $5,000 company formation and $20,000 for the truck down payments. We have $25,000. Expenses monthly. Fixed cost $5,000. We have the variable costs at 1.3 per mile on average, and we multiply it by 10,000 miles and we get to $13,000. Total monthly expenses $5,000 fixed costs plus $13,000 variable costs equals the $18,000. Now let's consider your estimated income in the first month. Income first month $22,000 net equals the $22,000 minus $18,000 equals the $4,000 as a net profit. With these numbers, you can calculate how long it will take to cover your initial investment and start earning a stable income. Time to cover the investments equals the total investments divided on the income per month. Time to cover investments equals the $25,000 divided by 4,000, and that goes to 6 to 7 months. In about 6 to 7 months, you'll recover your initial investment and begin earning a steady income. Of course, keep in mind that actual results may vary based on factors such as business performance, market conditions, and the number of loads you haul. The key is to have a clear understanding of your expenses and investments and to secure profitable contracts to increase your income from the start. With a careful planning and strategic partnership, you will be on your way to a successful and financially rewarding trucking business. Remember, it's all about making smart moves and reaping the rewards down the road. According to our clients' calculations, the time it takes to a company to get a return on its investments can range up from 6 to 12 months. Alright, let's talk about your income expectations and working in other companies while building your own. Starting a trucking company takes time, and in the early stages, expenses may outweigh earnings. So be realistic and patient. During this period, many drivers choose to work on another company to bring in a steady income. For example, let's say that your own trucking company has some essential expenses to keep your MC active, about $1,500 weekly. By working as a driver for another company, let's say earning $3,500 per week, you can use that income to cover the shortfall until your own company becomes profitable. However, it's crucial to recognize that your company starts generating revenue after initial 6 months. It's essential to realize that across all safety rating systems, the absence of inspections raises concerns. This could signal to brokers that your company might not have been active. To mitigate this suspicion, it's advisable to commence operations and gather a minimum of 1 to 2 successful inspections approximately 5 months after the company's activity and MC registration. Owning a trucking company means being adaptable, thinking strategically, and taking proactive steps to maintain a stable income even during slow market periods. Understanding your market, diversifying your services, maintaining strong customer relationships, prioritizing efficiency and cost control, building valuable partnerships, and planning for the future can help you weather tough times with confidence. It's important to remember that slow markets are temporary, and with the right approach, you can position your business for a long-term success and stability. Navigating the ever-changing world of trucking can be challenging for the trucking company owners in slow markets. By adopting a proactive mindset and implementing smart strategies, you can uncover hidden opportunities to generate income even during the slow market periods. In this unit, we'll cover up some key tips to help you maintain a steady income during these testing times. So let's talk about how you can unlock your maximum potential in a slower trucking market. Build up a CDL experience. If you are a new CDL holder, gaining experience by working for a reputable carrier before starting your own company can lower your insurance costs. Insurance providers often offer better rates to drivers with more experience and a proven track record. Establish business credit. Financing a truck or trailer can help you establish a business credit score, opening doors to better loans and credit lines in the future. Having a solid credit score allows you to secure financing at lower interest rates, which can save you a lot of money down the road. Avoiding purchasing old, in bad conditions truck or trailers. While older trucks or trailers may seem cheaper upfront, they can become money pits due to frequent breakdowns and costly maintenance. Investing in newer, well-maintained equipment will reduce downtime, repair expenses, and overall operating costs. Utilize fuel cards. Fuel cards offer fantastic perks like discounts and rewards for fuel purchases. By using fuel cards, you can access fuel at discount rates, helping you save on one of the most significant expenses, up to 10%. Hire competent dispatchers. Skilled dispatchers secure profitable loads and optimize routes, directly impacting your company's income. Building a team of competent dispatchers will lead to a higher revenue and improved efficiency. I'll give you an example that illustrates the advantages of hiring a skilled dispatchers. Even if you pay them, let's say not 2.5 but 4%, the result will be better and the result in a larger gross income for you. Don't be scared to spend a little bit more on the dispatchers because you can end up with bigger net earnings as a consequence. They must, however, generate your gross revenue depending on the goal or even higher, because there is a clear correlation between your objectives and your expected earnings thanks to skilled dispatching. If you are new to the trucking business, the uncertain future may make it difficult to invest in a truck with a down payment. In this scenario, leasing could be a wise choice. Reputable providers offer attractive leases that can cover not only the truck itself, but also maintenance and repair costs. For example, let's say you choose a lease that costs $4,000 per month. Yes, it is very expensive, but with this arrangement, you will save a lot of money on unexpected expenses such as costly truck breakdowns. Fuel is a big expense in the trucking, but you can save money with these fuel card discounts. For example, the RTS fuel cards offers discounts up to 10 cents per gallon. If your truck uses 1,000 gallons of fuel per month and the current price is $3 to $4 per gallon, using the fuel card could save you up to 3 to 4% of your total fuel expenses. Other companies can offer discounts up to 10 to 15%. Setting clear income goals is critical, and having a capable dispatcher can be a game changer. Imagine if you have a target income of $10,000 per month, a skilled dispatcher will work to secure contracts and loads to help you reach that goal. Alternatively, you can become your own dispatcher, but this requires a solid understanding of your strategies to effectively maximize your earnings. Remember, when the market slows down, it's not the end of the road for your business. There are some saving moves you can make to keep those wheels turning and cash flowing in. Build up your CDL experience to get better insurance rates. Trust me, that can save you up a good $500 per month. Be cautious when buying trucks or trailers. Avoid the old ones that can drain your pockets and frequent maintenance. Opt to newer models and save up to $1,500 on repairs and upkeep each month. Or opt for a used vehicle but in a good condition. You can save on a lease up to $2,000 monthly, because lease for used trucks is usually less expensive. Don't forget fuel cards. Discounts for the fuel cards can help you save around $100 to $200 a week on the fuel costs per truck. Your dispatcher is like the secret sauce to success. Hiring a top-notch one could boost your income by a solid $2,000 per month to your income. Remember, it's all about building strong customer relationships. Satisfied customers mean repeat business and less need for new ones, saving you precious time and money. By implementing these must-dos, you could potentially save up to $3,000 per month. Imagine what could you do for your business over the course of a year. With a little effort and the right strategies, you can turn the tide and keep your trucking business on the road to financial success. Running your trucking business in a slow market can be challenging, but it's important to be mindful of practices that can hinder your company's growth. In this unit, we'll look at some critical avoid at all costs actions during slow trucking markets. By staying clear of these pitfalls, you can increase the strength and wealth of your business. So let's explore what to avoid during these challenging times. Don't trust misinformed friends. Picture this, your friend tells you, "Oh, the market bounced back in no time. Buy this shiny new truck right now." But wait, before you jump into anything, make sure you do your own research and talk to the industry experts. But wait, before you jump into anything, make sure you do your own research and talk to industry experts. It's better to be safe than sorry. Trusting bad advice might lead to unnecessary expenses and losses. Don't rush into big purchases. Here is a cautionary tale. A carrier got all excited during the good times and lined up to buy a truck a couple of years ago. But when the slow market hit and it was time to finance that big rig, rates offered were out of this world. Lesson learned. Always think ahead and weigh the pros and cons before making major financial decisions. Rushing into big purchases can result in a higher financing costs and financial strain during tough times. Don't rely on luck. Let's face it, luck alone won't keep your business afloat during the slow times. It's all about making smart decisions and being prepared for whatever comes your way. Having a backup plan and some rainy day savings can be a lifesaver. Relying solely on luck may leave you unprepared for unexpected expenses and financial setbacks. Don't skip consulting with the pros or experts in the industry. You might be professional on the road, but when it comes to navigating the tricky waters of the trucking industry, it never hurts to seek advice from a seasoned experts. Reach out to trucking associations or financial advisors who can give you some solid guidance about the real-life experiences. Ignoring expert advice might lead to poor financial decisions and missed opportunities. A trucking company owner decided to expand its fleet during an economic downturn. Despite the slow market conditions, he was approached by a truck dealer who offered him an attractive deal on used trucks. Excited by the prospect of expanding her business, the owner decided to purchase 3 used trucks for a total of $120,000. Unfortunately, the owner did not thoroughly inspect the trucks before making the purchase. After only a few weeks of operation, the trucks broke down frequently and required costly repairs. They spent an additional $15,000 on repairs and maintenance within the first 3 months of owning the trucks. As the slow market continued, this individual struggled to secure high-paying loads for his new trucks. The low freight rates made it difficult to him to cover monthly expenses including loan payments, insurance and fuel costs. Despite his best efforts, the new trucks were not generating enough revenue to cover operating expenses. In a slow trucking market, it's important to navigate with wisdom and make informed decisions. By keeping in mind what to avoid, you can steer your business towards stability and success. Had the owner taken a more cautious approach and conducted a thorough inspection of the used trucks before purchasing them, they could have avoided the costly repairs and maintenance. Also, they could have opted for leasing options or delayed fleet expansion until market conditions improved. Not overlook the importance of cost control because every penny saved counts. By learning from the experiences of many trucking companies, owners could have avoided significant losses and made more informed decisions to protect their trucking business during the slow market. Remember, it's critical to be vigilant and make informed decisions, especially in a challenging economic environment. So avoid costly mistakes that could lead to financial setbacks. Alright, trucker newcomers, let's wrap up our lesson with some key takeaways to steer you in the right direction when navigating trucking business, especially in a slow market. In a slow market, there is less demand for freight, leading to more carriers competing for limited business. But hey, with fewer established companies dominating on the market, new carriers like you have a better chance to enter and compete. Before hitting the road, be aware of your expenses. There are startup costs like company formation fees, down payments, and insurance coverage. Knowing what to expect upfront will help you plan better and avoid any nasty surprises. The good news is that you can start earning from the first month itself, but don't expect smooth sailing right away. Based on your calculations from experienced carriers, it might take around 6 to 12 months to recover your initial investments and see stable income. Build up your CDL experience to get better insurance rates. Consider creating a business credit score to finance a truck or trailer instead of buying old ones with costly maintenance. Use fuel cards to score some discounts and hire top-notch dispatchers who'll bring in the money. And don't forget to build strong customer relationships to keep the cash flow steady. Don't trust misinformed friends when making big decisions. Rushing into major purchases without considering the market can backfire big time. Always consult with experts and stay informed on the market trends. And most importantly, never rely solely on luck to get through tough times. Remember, slow market come and go, but with the right strategy, smart decisions, and a bit of persistence, you can steer your trucking venture towards success. Additionally, a crucial point to remember, numbers hold all the answers. They represent the most accurate indicator of your company's profitability, your truck's performance, and your driver's contribution. Numbers are more important than luck, instinct, or any prior knowledge. Try to learn from the beginning to count your money.